friends at Belize Toyota of Warwick. By the way, I checked with this store. They are closing their leads at 18%. So it's clearly a value piece for this dealership. Their provider happens to be CarNow. I'm going to go back and look at their total performance. So let's add back in tablet and phone. And I can see that very similar to the other dealership, we're getting about 450 chats. The chat start rate is less, and that's okay. I might do this intentionally. And something I should point out with this kind of platform is that we can manipulate these metrics quite a bit depending on where we launch chat bubbles and call to actions. And so I'm okay with all this, but this is where I like what I'm seeing. I have a much better engagement rate, and I have a much higher, I'm hitting that target rate of 8 messages per chat, which tells me I'm getting sales conversion opportunities, and I'm very likely getting RO conversion opportunities on the service side as well. So I like what I'm seeing there. Let's filter back down to phone. We're a mobile first world. What do we see on phone? Interesting. So it's pretty balanced. So I can assume that their traffic is probably at that 60%, but I'm pretty balanced between where the consumer is finding us on chat. I don't perform as well on the phone side, so maybe I want to look at that and see if I can improve my process there. It's still not terrible. Let me look at their phone SRP. And what I find is we got a Highlander SRP. It's very clean. And it's very clear to me as a consumer what I'm supposed to do to communicate with the dealership. I have a unlock price button here, very easy to do. And then I have a chat bubble appearing at the bottom. And so I know if I need to chat, I can scroll into that chat and see the dealership. So it's a very clean experience here. Now, if I was advising this dealership knowing that consumers prefer text, I might take out the chat bubble altogether and put in a call to action to text us right in this and have 2 call to actions that the consumer can choose from, knowing that I can convert these better than the other dealership. Okay, let's go back. Let's look at the desktop view. So in the desktop view, I see that I'm performing extremely well. So clearly I'm better at this, or perhaps my provider is better at this. My engagement rate is hitting close to the 80% mark, which in my opinion would be your target. You will have consumers bailing out. It's fine if the consumer bails out, but we can't have them bail out because we're not answering them in a timely fashion. So really strong performance here. Let's see why that might be. We're looking at, again, a very clean, pretty SRP. It's very clear what my primary call to action is. I really like the chat option here where it's very subtle. It's at the bottom. It's available to the consumer, but it's not invasive at all. And maybe this is what I want, because I really want consumers that are interested in chatting with me. Now, I can jump up my chat starts by having a bubble appear here, and a lot of our providers do this. I can be successful with that by having an offer, like a lease offer, based off the page that I'm on. So many of our providers offer this opportunity where I could have a lease offer appear and then ask us about this lease offer and then drive the consumer right into that chat, which may be a good opportunity for a dealership like this.